In this video, we want to go ahead and get ourselves set up to where we have it, up, updated to 5.7. So if you're on 5.5, 5.6, whatever, and you move to 5.7, there are some small things that you need to change. So if we compile, we can see we have some errors here in the equipment component on remove replicated and add replicated loose gameplay tag. So simply put, these functions they no longer exist. So what we want to do is replace them with their, replacement. So the replacement is just add and remove loose gameplay tag. However, if we take a look, we can see it has an additional parameter, gameplay tag replication state, which allows us to basically choose how we want that add or removing of the tag to replicate. So also, side note, the reason we even have this normal add and remove loose gameplay tag is so for when we're playing as a listen server, for whatever reason, whenever we would add a replicated loose gameplay tag to ourselves, it wouldn't actually seem to show up in our ability system component. So it kind of caused some weird issues. So that's the reason we have this, because this runs just locally for the host, essentially. That's its sole purpose. So what we can do is remove the add and remove replicated loose gameplay tag. And we want to go ahead and use the replication state for add loose gameplay tag. So for our count, we're going to do 1. And then for the state, or the replication state, we're going to do gameplay tag replication state. And we want to look at the various types. So starting with none, that's like doing the normal add loose gameplay tag. It's just simply not going to do anything. There's not going to be any replication involved. If we do tag only, then this will replicate that the tag has been added and everybody will receive it. So for example, if we add the tag 1911 to our player, then everybody's going to know that we have the tag 1911 on our player. Count to owner will do very much the same thing as tag only. However, it will also replicate the count to the owner. So for example, if we added 3 1911 tags, everybody else is going to see that we just have the tag of 1911, but we, since we're the owner, are going to see that we have 3 tags of 1911. And then tag and count to all is very much the same thing as count to owner, except it will replicate the count to everybody as well. So in our case, we're fine with just tag only. The reason being, we only are going to have one of these tags on our pawn regardless. We don't have the setup of, say, duplicate firearms. So, we can't hold, say, 2 1911s. We can only hold 1. So with that, let's go ahead and copy and paste it in our remove loose gameplay tag, compile, save, and give it a try. Okay, now that we are back in, we can go ahead and we will hit play. So we can test our standalone really quick. Show our debug ability system, and we have the tag 1911. Likewise, we have the tag of car 98 when we bought, so that is good there. Now, one thing you might have noticed, this assertion here, I haven't updated the plugin for this project yet, but this has been resolved. It's basically quite literally just the call of super on the on-world begin play in the infrared world subsystem. If you're using the 5.7 version of the plugin, or really any that have released in the past month or so, or actually I think longer than that, 2 months roughly, then you're good to go. So that works server side. Let's try as client. So the client has the tag 1911 and car 98. So we're good there. However, we do have this little issue here. So I wasn't able to really figure out exactly why, but I did figure out a solution. So if we head over to our zombies folder, go to core AI, and we have our AI controller for the zombies. Basically, every time a zombie spawns, that triggers. And it seems to be, I don't know if it's just firing too early or what exactly the issue is. But if we uncheck start logic automatically, it seemingly just works. And the other weird part is I can't remember if we're actually starting it automatically or starting it from an outside source or not, but it resolves the problem. So, for example, if I go ahead and press play, you can see we have none of those, and the zombies are still, they're working and doing their thing. So yeah, I don't exactly know what the cause of that was, but it seems like it's good to go at least anyways. So let's just confirm that we have more that spawn, which naturally they're not going to be at that spawn point. And they are seemingly working. All right, so yeah, now we are good to go. We're on 5.7, and again, ignore that. And yeah, that's all I can think of. So with that out of the way, I will see you in the next one. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, feel free to support me on Patreon, where you can get early access to this entire series. I realize I screwed that outro up a bit.